salty dogs and scalawags. This is the Jimmer here, and we're gonna run a rematch today between my Speedy Weenus and the Fury and Fighter Swarm by Goduranus. I started the Speedy Weenus in second, and the Fury and Fighter Swarm got spawned in first. I spawned them about a kilometer apart. The Fury and Fighter Swarm was facing towards the Speedy Weenus, and then the Speedy Weenus was started in a broadside. And this is a rematch. I'm just going to speed things up, and we'll see how it goes. Interface off. And this is a rematch from Dunkurtin's Neter Cup 600K Top Gun. The Goduranus' Fury and Fighter Swarm was the champion of that tournament, and I think well deserved. But the Speedy Weenus and the Fury and Fighter did meet in that tournament, but it was in the Fury and Fighter Swarm did win, but it was kind of an iffy matchup. The first battle, both entries crashed into the side of a mountain, and that kind of ended the fight. There was just like 2 or 3 little fighters left floating around both of the main ships. Oh man, these guys are just so fast. I cannot catch up. These guys are so only a few of the fighters were left, and that was enough to get the win for the Fury and Fighter in the first battle. And then the second battle, the Speedy Weenus was spawned a little bit low, and so it's on the initial attack, it shot up into space and got hit by a whole bunch of missiles and was taken out. So I mean, I'm not sure if this is going to go any different. I totally lost these craft. I'm not sure if this fight will go any different, but hopefully we get we're not going to get any of the action. See all these missiles, and yeah, they are way over here. So I see some 2 damaged. Oh, and it looks like the Speedy Weenus got taken out. Yeah, it's just getting rocked by missiles right here. I'm not getting. I wonder if we're gonna get sound in this. For some reason, I'm not getting any. Oh, I get a little bit of sound. It just seems really quiet. But yeah, it looks like the Speedy Weenus gets taken out in the first round. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see any of that action, which is what I was hoping for. I mean, both these entries are just so fast, you just can't keep up with them with the camera. But yeah, the Speedy Weenus doesn't have any way to get out of the water. I figured by the time, if it went down into the water, it was already going to be over. As you can see, these missiles would have just kept coming in. So it's once it hits the water, it's pretty much down for the count. But all right, well that was the first battle. Goes to Goduranus for the Fury and Fighter Swarm, and let's restart this. And I am not whiz with the video editing, so I'm just going to do this all in one take, and you'll get to see the start setup here. So this time I will spawn in the Speedy Weenus first, and I do need the interface for this. We'll have it going south. And then try and get this about a kilometer away. I think that's a pretty reasonable starting distance. And this actually might be a little bit high. I'm going to go a little bit lower. that'll be good. Alright, and I absolutely love the lights in here, and then the with the shields in the back, how it looks kind of like it's like ion engines or something firing. Looks really cool. Alright, try and keep up with this time, and let's get the interface off. Speed this back up. Yeah, I think that that Fury might even be faster than the Speedy Weenus. The Speedy Weenus will go around 200 meters a second. It looks like that Fury is going almost 300. It's really fast. Looks like these fighters, Fury's taking off into the distance, going to do an attack run. Fighters getting taken out by the lasers of the Speedy Weenus. Doesn't look like they have smoke, which is pretty reasonable considering how small they are and how erratically they fly. Smoke really wouldn't help them that much. Oh, here comes the Fury. I just cannot keep up. I should have put my character on one of the crafts so we could jump to it a little easier. Go to this menu, see if we can keep up with it this way. Oops. I'm not sure what happened there. Looks like some disabled fighters. I'm going to just use the map. Oh, I really hope we don't miss it again. Alright, oh, those missiles are so close. Looks like they were able to take out some of those pods in the back of the Speedy Weenus. But it is getting away from this volley. Oh, I wonder if I bet there's someplace in the options I can speed up the scroll speed. Because these vehicles are just so fast, I can't keep my eyes on them. Oh, looks like the Fury is hurt. We might see a little bit of a different outcome in this one. It looks like it is. Oops, sorry. Bumped the mouse there. Looks like it is dropping. And I don't think... Oh, it's coming back up. Very close. But I don't think the fighters will be able to take out the Speedy Weenus on their own. That it'll eventually laser those down. But this Fury is proving very difficult for it to damage. Oh. Yeah, it looks like maybe not the main engines, but some of the control engines, the steering engines were taken out, and it's just not able to get a good orientation to take off. Let's see what's happening with the Weenus. Oops. Went the wrong way. Oh, it looks like we saw in that last bit of while we were over there, that the Fury did get up and is heading over here as the Weenus cleans up the last of the fighters. Let's bring up a damage report. Yeah, it looks like all of the fighters are pretty much out. This one's still at 90%. But the main Fury is at 99%. Oh, there is a fighter which is really far away, so maybe it got damaged, taken out, or dropped down, and will recover and come back to the fight. Speedy Weenus is still at 100%, but it really, if one or two of these missiles connect and get a good shot, it'll be all over for the Weenus. And we do see the fighter, or the Fury, by Goduranus, making its way back up, getting some damage in on the Weenus. The Weenus is firing its lasers. I'm going to jump again. I apologize for this. I hadn't run this fight. I wanted to, see what was going. I didn't want to know beforehand how it was going to turn out. So this is my first time running this battle, and I've ran battles before with a Sneaky Weenus, obviously, and had no problem keeping up with the battle. But with both of these ships being so fast, they just kind of run out, and you're not able to see any of the action. I'm sure there's a way I can speed up the camera and be able to follow them a little better, but I don't want to do it right here, right in the middle of the video. Looks like more of the same. Lasers getting doing a little bit of damage, but getting mostly mitigated by the smoke from the Fury. Missiles on both sides, neither of them really connecting. Looks like the missiles from the Fury are getting a lot closer. They have a lot better speed than the missiles on the Weenus. You can see the missiles on the Weenus just have no chance, but these missiles coming from the Fury are just getting oh so close, just getting oh so close to the back of the Weenus there. And it looks like there is still, yeah, there's one, I think there was a Xenophone or something like that fighter left. And then just the main Fury. But I'm pretty sure this Fury, oh, it got something critical damage. That laser was able to knock something out, and now the missiles are connecting. Oh, and that last Xenophone went down. This round might go to the Speedy Weenus. Oh, I don't have a timer set up. Well, I'm not going to have a fancy timer on the screen, but you'll be able to keep me honest by just checking the video on YouTube if this does go down. I'll hold off until it actually hits the water. Alright, and it is down. I'm going to start the timer now. Stopwatch. Start. Well, we'll start it now. The balloons are deploying. We'll see if the Weenus's laser is able. It looks like it is going to strip those off. So this might be the end for the Fury. This is after that first battle. I thought the Speedy Weenus's goose was cooked, but it does look like this is going to go to third and final round. Got the missiles coming in. We're at 40 seconds. You can see the Weenus here, it's got going. And once the Weenus gets going, it does not stop until it is spent. Alright, and there it goes. Alright, so let's start the final round here. Get away from all the mountains. And I think I will start. I'll give the Fury and Fighter Swarm the advantage of the first spawn. Even though they are the winners, I consider them the challengers here. So we'll give them a little bit easier start. I don't think it really makes that much difference in this matchup. Both vehicles are so fast, the Alpha Strike almost never connects. Oops, I forgot to slow things down first. There we go. And let's spawn them on the lightning hoods. I do need the interface back, at least for the spawn. We'll try and get about 1 kilometer away. I feel that's a pretty fair distance for both ships. Alright, and let's get the Speedy Weenus spawned in. And this is, I just want to mention that this is the same blueprint I entered into the tournament. I haven't made any changes. So this is how the fight more than likely would have gone if we had met in the tournament bracket. Well, if we had met and had good starts without any mountains getting in the way. Alright, and I messed up the camera. Let's get things speeded up. We'll try and keep up with the Fury here, even though, oh man, it is just so fast. Fighters cutting the corner, taking some laser damage. Yeah, that first alpha strike from both craft are pretty much always misses. Both entries are so fast. It looks like, oh, there was a few connections there by the missiles, but it looks like it was right on the little pods in the back of the Speedy Weenus. Fighters coming in hot, letting off lots of missiles. Oh, there's one fighter down. Looks like the Fury is going to kind of take off, get some distance, and then swing around for an attack run. If it's able to close the circle on the Speedy Weenus, it could potentially be all over. These missiles are coming in from the front. The Weenus won't be able to dodge them. Oh, little far away to see, but it looks like it just dodged those missiles. Alright, looks like the battle is getting away from us, so I'm going to go ahead and try and drop in ahead of it. Speedy Weenus firing that laser. Fury close behind. Firing that cannon. That cannon could cause some serious damage. No, we've gone so far away. We have found a mountain. It looks like this could be the end for the Speedy Weenus. It's got launched up pretty high, but it's going to come back down before any missiles connect, so this battle will continue. It did look like that mountain actually helped the Speedy Weenus there. The Fury was right behind it, firing that cannon, and just doing some work. Oh, I think the Speedy Weenus just hit itself with one of its own missiles, and oh, this swarm coming in. They were able to connect, but the Speedy Weenus is still up and fighting. Let's get a damage report. Looks like a few of the fighters are taken out. Damage. Most of the fighters are actually doing all right here. Looks like 5 or 6 fighters still in this, and then the Fury is at 100%, and the Speedy Weenus is down to 99. Oh, and it is in trouble, but it looks like it's able to continue fleeing from these missiles. I'm gonna do one more jump. Let's jump over here and get eyes on the action. Looks like the Fury has pulled ahead of the Weenus and is going to turn around for another attack run. Every time it does these missiles get very close. So if the Weenus isn't able to take it out quickly, yep, there we're getting some more connections. Is it enough to take out the drives of the Weenus? No, the Weenus keeps fighting. Taking out more of these fighters. Just slowly working away with that laser. Doesn't look like its missiles are able to connect. This fighter's a little bit too agile with their flight pattern. Fury coming in, firing that cannon, firing missiles. Oh, the Speedy Weenus is dropping. It is dropping. It looks like it has lost propulsion. Oh, and apparently the repairs are able to catch up in time, but will it launch itself into space? If it goes into space, it's in serious trouble because it is a sitting duck for all of these missiles. It looks like it's going to recover again. This is going to be a close battle. I'd say the Fury has the edge at this point. It has been able to get some good damage in on the Speedy Weenus and has not taken much damage at all in return. A few of those fighters have gone down, but I don't think they're the main factor in this battle. I think it's those missiles coming in from the fighter, or the Fury, when it's able to get in front of the Weenus. When it fires from behind, the Weenus is too fast for the missiles to catch up. But it's doing this maneuver where it will fly ahead, turn around, and then fire. And then, in that case, the missiles are connecting. And it really only takes one good missile to punch through and take out the Weenus's main drive, and it will go straight to the water. Oh, It looks like the Fury is taking some damage. It's floundering. We've seen this before though, and it has been able to repair, and it does have balloons, so it will get up out of the water if given enough time. Looks like the Speedy Weenus is going to start circling here. Do we have any fighters that can catch up? Oh, there's a few fighters left. Let's get a damage report. Looks like 4 fighters at full health. Fury down to 92. Speedy Weenus at 100%. And looks like those fighters are going to keep the Weenus at bay. Give the Fury a chance to heal up, get its balloon going, and get out of the water. Oh, and this missile launch could be some trouble for the Weenus. Yeah, it's going to fly right into these. Oh no! Maybe showing a little bit of impartiality there, but I do want to win this. Oh, the Speedy Weenus is in trouble. It's dropping down right on top of this Fury. It needs the main drive to engage. Do we have? Yeah, we have fighters still in the air. So if the Speedy Weenus goes down, this will be a win for Goduranus. The Speedy Weenus dropping directly on top. Yeah, and it was able to take out the Fury. I guess we'll start the timer now, and all right, we're starting the timer right now, and if the Weenus is able to take out the last of the fighters, I'll give it to the Weenus, but I don't think it has enough time. Already 10 seconds passed, and it looks like it to be focusing its attention mostly on this Fury, trying to get some revenge. And it's doing a good job, but unfortunately what it really needs to be doing is taking out these remaining fighters in order to win the match. Alright, 30 seconds left. It looks like Goduranus would have been the winner, and all of my moaning about the mountains and spawn heights was in vain, because Goduranus would have won that matchup either way. I mean, a very close battle though. We did go to 3 matches, and it looks like the only thing left for the Fury and Fighter Swarm is these 3 last fighters. The Fury has despawned. That is the minute, so it is all over for the Weenus. Goduranus has won. Alright. That was a fun battle. I really thought the Weenus might have been able to pull it out, but it does look like that Fury and Fighter Swarm is just too strong. Looks like the Weenus was just a little bit too vulnerable to missiles, and the Fury and Fighter are a little bit too fast for it to deal with. I'm really impressed by that Fury, especially how fast it was able to move and still have some pretty effective weapons and smoke going on. I didn't think something that moved that fast would be able to keep smoke on itself. But yeah, lots of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and we'll catch you next time. It looks like I'm going to start the, for those of you who are entered in the, oh, I probably don't want to do that. For those of you who are entered into the pirate ship battle, my 100K pirate ship battle, that will start on the 17th as planned. Or the submissions will come in the 15th, and then hopefully we'll get the videos starting out, being posted on the 17th. So you guys have some nice pirate ship battles to watch. So keep an eye on that, and good luck.